Video 20. Time Travel Part 3. We have a single objective in this video. We will implement the ability to jump to any previous move in the game's history, and also to allow for a new sequence of moves from that point forward. We will now implement the final feature of our game. When clicking on a button specifying a certain move, the game will jump to that move in the game's history. This will complete our time travel feature. First, we will remember the index of the move that we want to jump to, in our game's state. We will call the state variable move index, and we will initialize it with 0. Next, we will create a function that will be called when the user clicks on a move button, to jump to the move specified by the move's index. Inside this function, we will set the move index to be the index of the move button. In order to check if player X or player O is next, we first have to ascertain if the move index is even or odd. We will use the modulus operator to get the remainder after dividing the index by 2. If the remainder is 0, then the index is even, otherwise it is odd. Player X is next if the move index is even. We will now pass this jump to index function to the move buttons on click event. We will now make a few changes to the handle click event function which fires when you click on a square. First off, we need to make a copy of history, and slice off the moves past the selected move index, so that fresh moves can be made by the game players after that point in the game. We will assign this copy of history to a variable called sliced history. Now, we will need to update the following references to history to read sliced history. This ensures that if we go back in time and then make a new move from that point, we throw away all the future history that would now become incorrect. The move index state variable we've added reflects the move displayed to the user now. After we make a new move, we need to update the move index with the setMoveIndex function, passing in the history up to and including the move selected by the user. This ensures we don't get stuck showing the same move after a new one has been made. Finally, we will modify the game component from always rendering the last move, to rendering the currently selected move, according to the move index. Now the time travel feature is complete. Let's try it out in the browser. Player X starts in the top left square. Player O follows with a move in the square below. Player X's second move is in the top right square. Player O's second move is in the top middle square. Player X then moves to the bottom left square. Player O blocks with a move in the center square. Player X follows with a move to the bottom middle square. And, player O wins with a move to the right central square. Now, with time travel, the game allows us to jump to a previous move. For example, we could go to move number 1. Or, we could go to move number 4. and play new moves from there. Player X is next, and this time around, moves to the center square. Note that move number 5 is now different from before, and all moves beyond number 5 have been sliced off. Now, next up is player O, who moves to the bottom right square. And, this time, player X wins with a move to the bottom left square. We have now verified that the game works as we intended it to. Congratulations! You've created a tic-tac-toe game that lets you play tic-tac-toe. Indicates when a player has won the game. Stores a game's history as a game progresses. And, allows players to review a game's history and see previous versions of a game's board. Nice work. We hope you now feel like you have a decent grasp on how React works. To summarize, we implemented the ability to jump to any previous move in the game's history, which allowed players to make new moves from that point forward. This was the final video for the React game tutorial. Thank you for watching.